All right, let's make this video no hiccups, no lags. I want to be as clear as possible. I trade a very simple set of strategy. We'll come back to this here. I already had kind of wrote it, but I had to handle some business. So, oh, did it delete? Okay, I might work delete it here. Okay, maybe if I go back here, see if this helps. Okay, there we go. Uh, Pretty much all I'm looking for, or what I trade, my strategy. I want to give it to you guys for free. I want to make everything as simple as possible so that you guys can go and execute your own trades. Also, if you guys want to live trade with me Monday through Friday, you guys can join my free Discord. Follow me on Instagram and send me a DM, and I'll send you guys free access to the Discord. You guys see, I trade the 15-minute orb. Very simple stuff. This right here absolutely is a game changer. It's simple, makes the market easier to read, and honestly, doesn't require crazy terminology. Right? I'm not looking for a whole bunch of inverse fair value gaps or fair value gaps or SMTs or SMT divergence or whatever you want to call it. I really don't care about any of that stuff. I trade simple price action, and it works. It works. It works. It works. Yeah. So pretty much, you guys see, this is all I'm looking for. Number one, I'm waiting for the New York session to open up 6:30 a.m. For me, I live in California, so market opens at 6:30 in the morning. It is early, but it is what it is. Number two, uh, once that 6:30 candle opens up, I'm looking for the first 15-minute candle to close, because that is what gives our range, right? Number three, I'm waiting for a breakout of that range with a 15-minute candle closure either above or beneath the range. And then number four, I'm looking for a retest of either a retest of the direction that it broke out of. So if it broke out above the range, then I'm looking for a retest of the range above. I don't know how to explain it. I'll show you guys though. And then my targets are going to be previous highs and previous lows, right? For my take profits. Pretty simple. But let's go ahead and erase this. And I'm going to show you guys. Let's get straight down to business. I don't want the video to be too long. I just want to give you guys this value so that you guys can enjoy it, practice it, study it, and boom. So I went back in time. Don't want to show you guys what happened today. Which I traded live actually, and I'm gonna be posting on my Instagram today's uh, what we did. But pretty much, um, like I said, we're gonna be looking for this 6:30 candle, which we see right here, and we are marking out the high of that candle. That's including this wick, so it's very important. And then the very bottom, including that wick. You guys can see those wicks are marked out. And all we're waiting for is a breakout, either above or beneath these levels, right? Very simple stuff. And I'm going to show you really quickly, right, how this strategy works and how you can use it to your advantage to catch some banger trades. So you guys can see, we basically arranged this whole thing here. We ranged for a few hours, all the way to about 10:45 before we had a good trade. But you guys see, and I want to make sure if I got this thing marked out. 15-minute. No, I just got 15-minute for that gap. Okay, whatever. So basically, you guys can see that in this range, we have been consolidating, right? You guys are probably like, well, Elias, um, you guys, we broke out above this area right here, and we did. But the thing about this, what is this? The thing about this right here, right, is Man, this thing does not want to get like on that money. Let's see. Come on. Zoom out. Ah, zoom out. Ah, Okay, whatever. The thing about this is that this candle did not close above the range. So we did break out of the range, but there was no close above it. So this already tells me that it's not valid. We would have took longs here, and you guys, right? We would have got wiped up. I mean, this is how you blow your account, especially if you're trying to go in heavy and make $1 million a trade, right? You guys would have got mopped up. We are waiting for a simple close above the range. So you guys see, we come here around 10 o'clock. We finally get a 15-minute candle closure above. You guys probably like, damn, I missed this move. But look, we closed, and then look what happened here. Our retest. Simple, very simple. Boom. We get our close at this level here, right? We close. Mark the next candle opens, and we sell off. Look at the sell off here. We sell off from these levels. 180 points, right? We get our sell off here, but look at where we closed. So once we seen this retest in here, right? After we seen this retest at these levels here, all we're waiting for is for this 15-minute candle to break right back above these levels. So the moment we seen this candle come back above here, this is all we're doing here. Ooh. Entry, and you can literally get your stop and put it right under this level here, and you can ride this trade all the way, right? Me personally, I would have took it here at these highs, right? At the highs to my side here. And then if you guys would have looked here, look at this. The market literally flew to underneath these levels here, which we ended up selling off at. So I mean, this is a absolute banger trade. With the 15-minute range, the opening range breakout. It's a very simple strategy, and I only waited, a few hours, right? So let's look at that again. We have our 6:30 15-minute candle. We waited for it to close. Once this candle closed, we marked the low, including the wick, and the high, including the wick. Now, all we are waiting for is a break and a close above or beneath our 15-minute range, right? Simple, right? We finally get that 10-minute or that 15-minute close above our 15-minute range at 10 o'clock. And then, let me say this. So now that we have that close above the range, this gives us clear confirmation for what setup we're looking for. We're looking to now go long. Okay. What's next? We're waiting for a retest and then the break above our range. The next candle gave us our retest, and the moment we broke above this level, we're in first longs. Keep a tight stop. Even 10-point stop would have worked. You would have been in no drawdown. You could have put it underneath this wick here. You would have been in no drawdown. You could have even put it underneath this wick when in, manage your risk. But even under that, it's a good trade, right? And this thing absolutely ripped. And you could have caught 801 point. That's an 800-point move right there, in front of your face, and you would have been up big time, right? There was no confirmation to sell it, but these are where we would have took profits at these highs, right? At these levels, these highs here. These are levels to mark out especially if you were holding runners. Very simple stuff. Very simple stuff. Let's see if I can find one now. Let's erase all that. And let's look right here. I'm going to show you guys the same thing, but just for sales. All 6:30. So here's our 6:30 candle right here. Is it this one? And all we're doing, very simple, marking out the high, including the wick, and the low, including the wick. What do we see here now? We have our range. You notice this first candle broke out. Then we had our retest, right? And you're probably saying, well, look, we broke back above. Well, yeah, we did. But notice how, right? So even if we would have went short here, right? Because this is a quality setup, quality trade. Stop right above this level, and we're targeting. You know, you have to see it, man. There's nothing really to target, but all the way down here, right? That's what we would have to be targeting. But notice how I want to show you guys something here. Right? Once we came down here and we seen that we came back, I mean break even, right? The moment the trade comes back into the range, you could close your trade, right? So you can even put your stop loss to break even before the trade comes back to you, right? But notice how even the next candle, boom, we closed back underneath the range with the 15-minute, right? And then what did we do? We retested it perfectly. Look at that perfect retest. It tapped it one time. Boom. We're in now. Stops right above this candle wick high. And we could ride this thing down, right? Until you felt like it's time to get out. And started trailing after 50 to 100 points, start trail stopping your positions and play it smart. That simple. This is how easy this trade is. And notice how we retested it again and continued to sell back down. So even if we came here, we could have, boom, now have another position to target these lows. Tight stop. And we're targeting these lows. Boom. And we would have easily tapped a TP if we started to look for take profit levels here or here, right? And eventually do come back up, and it plays out, right? And you do that every single day. It's very simple, nothing crazier than that, right? Um, Easy price action. If you're also, uh, you know, if you're looking for something simple and easy, that's the strat right there. That opening range breakout. It's very simple stuff, makes it easy, and we don't need to overcomplicate anything. We're just trying to make money in these markets and survive. And all you need to do is have, good risk management, and don't try to risk your whole account in one trade. Let's be smart. If you were to, take 1,000 trades, and make $200, you know, you'll make money. You know, uh, Before you know it, you'll be at 20,000, 200,000, 2 million, right? In Jesus' name. But take your time, master the strategy. Don't try to get rich every trade. Don't blow your account with one trade. Learn to take profits, right? Somebody, or I even heard this on Instagram. They said, "Man, you were okay with working a job and getting paid $20 an hour. Why wouldn't you take profit at $20 a minute?" I'm not saying take profit because you made $20. If you're trading $300, $500 account, take that profit. You know, but be content, be humble, take your profit. You see what I'm saying? Um, and be good with that. I'm also gonna be teaching my swing strategy. I learned from a brother named Cute Bands. Absolutely changed the trading game with his strat. And so I'll be teaching that too. If you guys want more content like this, where you guys could see how I trade, um, comment, like, and let's blow these videos up, man. Let's also join the free Discord if you want to live trade with me Monday through Friday. Everything is fresh and free. We're just trying to build it and see what happens, man, and just enjoy, trading and trying to offer value. So, let's see what we can do, see where we can go, and see what happens. I'm excited for what the market's gonna give us tomorrow. Uh, yeah. So with that being said, we're done. I don't want to take too much more time, but let's see where we go from here. Peace out.